Hello, everyone. My name is Rodrigo Balbontin. I'm Associate Director for Digital Technologies Policy and Innovation at the Asia Foundation. Our work on AI policy in developing Asia countries has been centered on the fact that societies could benefit from AI only if their underlying traditional barriers of the digital economy are addressed. The current AI policy discussion is often focused on regulatory frameworks or on demonstration of how to use AI to solve local solutions. And these are valuable topics to address. But my objective today is to outline information that perhaps most of the audience is familiar with. However, our goal is to reinforce the idea that AI adoption in developing Asia should be seen with a different lens than AI adoption in countries in the technological frontier. So some structural accessibility challenges remain pervasive, and I want to focus on these challenges. The first, and perhaps more obvious, is the connectivity gap or access to the internet. The second, how can emerging economies help develop and retain AI-savvy workforce or access to internet? And third, how and why emerging countries should develop mechanisms to utilize hardware to run complex models, or in other words, access to compute power. So I'm going to present some information about these three topics to feed the debate at the conference. And these are non-comprehensive lists since there are other relevant topics such as access to quality data. So let's start with internet access. While infrastructure in the region has improved, a large digital divide still persists. Asia is a mobile-first market. However, the predominance of mobile does not necessarily mean data access. So let's see how can we interpret these numbers. Another look is to understand that there are two ways people can be unconnected. GSMA identifies coverage gap to those who live in an area not covered by a mobile broadband network. And the people counted as part of the usage gap are those who live within the reach of a mobile broadband network, but do not use mobile internet access. So the dark purple in the graph are in those categorized as coverage gap, and the light purple in the graph are those counted as part of the usage gap. According to this methodology, connectivity has improved in the last few years, but more than 1.7 billion people in Asia remains unconnected. Second, regarding to access to talent, much has been said about skill gaps in the region, which is a persisting problem. But the issue for policymakers is not only creating talent, but also creating the demand to keep it. So this slide showed the case for top talent in AI. Take a look at India, where this case is illustrative. According to the Global AI Talent Tracker, none of the top-ranked AI researchers that were born in India actually work in their home country, and most of them have moved, particularly to the United States. The brain drain issue also applies within a country. And this diagram shows recent research from us at the Asia Foundation, where we identified that 6 out of 10 developers in Asia were born in the provinces, or the left side of the diagram. However, nearly 2/3 of them ended up working in the capital, Bangkok, or the right side of the diagram. And third, compute power, which refers to the process capability of hardware system to run AI models. I will focus on data centers, or the physical facilities that house computational hardware. This infrastructure enables, for example, local AI actors to create solutions unique to local challenges, such as agricultural optimization or healthcare access. And there are many other advantages of developing local data centers that ultimately impact the national capacity to accomplish their AI strategies. In general, there are two main ways to get compute power, or you buy it or you build it. And data centers are expensive. As shown in this figure, accessing AI compute also requires talent, which we already discussed and is scarce in developing countries. And to a lower extent, also depends on availability. Some countries are doing something about improving the availability and building their own data centers. Malaysia and Indonesia, for example, are prime beneficiaries of the strong global demand growth, or the so-called supply chain resilience and reshoring and friendshoring. However, this clustering could be another expression of the so-called AI deserts, as developing countries are competing among them to attract investment. So to sum up, AI adoption in emerging Asia face some accessibility challenges, such as connectivity, talent, and compute power. Again, there are other also challenges such as access to quality data. And the recent expansion of AI does not replace the fundamental issue of the digital economy. Developing economies should remain focused on accessibility, while at the same time addressing new emerging topics such as the new demand for data centers or compute power. Governance is the key, and at the Asia Foundation, we will continue to work with local talent to accelerate economic growth and bring substantial benefits to the region. Thank you.